All right, get ready, because you guys have sent in something really wild this time.
Yeah.
Excerpts from a Chinese novel called 10 Days of Doom. And wow,
Oh, yeah.
just the title alone, it's pretty intense, right?
Yeah.
But let me tell you, it's like being thrown into one of those escape rooms, you know?
Right.
But this one is like next level, crazy,
Definitely.
deadly games, ticking clock, and
Uh.
twists you won't see coming.
Yeah, the author doesn't waste any time.
Yeah.
Just throws us right into the action.
Right into it.
You feel that tension from the very first page.
Yeah.
Trapped in this room with these characters, and you have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, you don't know who to trust.
Right.
And then you've got these figures in animal masks.
Oh, yeah, those masks, they're creepy.
Super creepy.
Just adds to the whole unsettling vibe.
It's giving me like Squid Game meets Alice in Wonderland vibes.
Oh, I see that.
But with this this unique Chinese flavor, you know, like there's this excerpt
Yeah.
where they have to play this game where they all have to share their backstories.
Uh-huh.
But here's the catch. One of them is lying.
Right, the designated liar.
Exactly. And if they can't figure out who it is...
The consequences are deadly.
It's like the author is exploring this idea of deception, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, how much can you trust what people tell you?
Especially in a situation like this.
Right. Where your life is literally on the line.
It makes you question every word, every gesture.
Oh, for sure.
And what's really clever is how the author uses this simple premise to delve into deeper themes.
Yeah.
Like the whole nature of truth
Uh-huh.
and the stories we tell ourselves and each other.
I was thinking about that part with the police officer.
Oh, yeah, the one who said he got out of being tied up because his car seat reclined really fast.
At first, you're like, okay,
Right?
maybe.
It sounds plausible.
Yeah, but then someone points out that most cars don't recline that quickly.
Exactly. And you realize he's weaving this little lie into his story.
To make it more believable.
Exactly. And it makes you start questioning everything everyone else is saying.
Like, are they telling the truth?
Are they exaggerating?
They're leaving things out.
The author keeps us guessing.
It's like we're playing the game, too.
Right. We're trying to figure out who's lying along with the characters.
And then we have our main guy, Jicia.
Oh, he's an interesting one.
He's sharp.
Very observant.
And he starts doing these calculations.
About the air consumption in the room.
Uh-huh. And it hits him. There's not enough air.
For everyone to have been alive as long as they say.
That's the twist.
Right there.
It's like, wait a minute.
Is everyone lying?
Are they even really alive?
Maybe it's some kind of simulation.
That's what I was thinking.
The author leaves us hanging.
The master of suspense.
Seriously, it's brilliant.
So now it's not just about finding the one liar.
It's about questioning the nature of reality itself.
What is real?
What is a lie?
And what is going on in this game?
We're left with more questions than answers.
And that's just the beginning.
Oh yeah, things are about to get even crazier.
The characters, they freak out, understandably.
They're in a sealed room, and they just found out they might not even be breathing real air.
Talk about a panic attack.
They start scrambling for a way out.
They try to grab these harpoons.
Navigate a dark hallway with these figures in masks lurking around.
So creepy.
And then they run into a black bear.
A black bear? Are you kidding me?
I'm serious. It's right there in the excerpt.
This author knows how to keep us on the edge of our seats.
And it's not just about the action and the suspense.
No.
The author uses these intense situations to reveal the characters' true natures.
So true.
Some of them panic.
Some try to stay calm.
And Kishia, he's all about survival.
He's a problem solver.
Resourceful.
Strategic thinker.
Exactly.
Like that scene with the black bear.
Oh yeah, the one where he turns them into a human version of Red Rover.
Using a giant metal plate as a shield.
It's brilliant.
Pure genius.
It shows that Kishia can think outside the box.
He adapts to the rules of this crazy game. He doesn't just react.
He's always thinking a step.
He's playing to win.
Even when the odds are stacked against him.
It makes you wonder if he's the key to figuring out what's really going on.
Maybe he's the one who can break the game.
Or maybe he's playing right into their hands.
Ooh, that's a good point. We don't know who to trust in this story.
Not even the protagonist.
And then we have this whole other layer of mystery with Lincoln.
The woman who always covers her mouth and nose.
Yeah, it turns out that in her time period, 2068, by the way,
wow,
mask wearing is so normal that she feels weird without one.
That's a great detail.
Right.
It's like a little glimpse into her world.
And it also hints at the fact that not all of these characters are from the same time.
Time travel in a deadly escape room.
Why not?
It just keeps getting more and more interesting.
So we have this intricate puzzle.
Mm-hmm.
A world where time is all messed up
Yeah.
and characters who are pushed to their absolute limits.
It's like the author is saying, hey, what would you do in this situation?
How would you react? Would you survive?
I don't know about you, but I'd be freaking out.
Me too.
But that's not even the half of it.
Oh no, things are about to get even darker.
And more twisted.
We'll have to dive into that in the next part.
Yeah, stay tuned because 10 Days of Doom is just getting started.
It's a wild ride.
Buckle up.
You know, one thing that really struck me about these excerpts is how some of the characters, they seem so familiar with the game.
Yeah, like they've been here before.
Almost like they're stuck in some kind of time loop.
That's a good point, because it's not just a feeling.
No.
Some of them actually seem to know what's going to happen before it does.
Right, like they had these flashes of memory
Of past games.
from other iterations of this whole thing.
But how is that even possible?
Well, the author gives us some clues.
Okay, lay it on me.
Remember that scene where they find a body
Yeah.
from a previous game
Oh, right, right.
and it's decomposing?
Yeah. That was weird.
It should have reset with everything else, right?
That's what I thought.
But it didn't.
So maybe not everything resets perfectly.
Exactly.
Like little pieces of the past linger.
Memories.
Physical traces.
It's both fascinating and creepy.
Super creepy.
And then there's Kishia.
Our main guy.
He starts noticing these inconsistencies too.
Oh, yeah, like the rules of the game aren't always the same.
Right.
And events play out a little differently each time.
It's like the more they play,
Uh-huh.
the more the fabric of reality starts to fray.
Okay, that's freaking me out a little.
It's supposed to.
Good point.
The story isn't just about escaping a deadly game.
It's about something bigger.
Much bigger.
It makes you question the very nature of reality.
What is real?
What is a lie?
What is time even?
And how much control do we really have over our lives?
Heavy stuff.
I know, right?
But that's what makes it so compelling.
We're not just reading a story.
We're experiencing it.
We're right there with the characters.
Trying to make sense of this crazy world.
Imagine being in their shoes.
You're trying to escape.
But you don't even know if the rules are real.
Or if your memories are real.
It's enough to drive you mad.
And that psychological pressure.
Yeah.
That's a key part of what the author's exploring.
How much can the human mind handle?
Before it breaks.
Right.
And it's not just Kishia.
No.
Zhao the doctor.
Yeah, he was having those visions.
Intense.
Violent.
Almost prophetic.
Like he was seeing glimpses of the future.
But a dark and twisted future.
The question is,
Yeah.
are these visions a gift?
Or a curse.
Maybe they're both.
It makes you wonder.
About the nature of precognition.
Right.
Is it a real phenomenon?
Or just a symptom of trauma.
Or maybe the game itself is messing with their heads.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Like it's manipulating their perception.
Pushing them towards certain outcomes.
That's creepy.
Very creepy.
And it's not just their mental states that are changing.
No, their physical abilities too.
Right, like they're getting stronger.
Faster.
More resilient.
Like they're leveling up with each round of the game.
Why?
That's the question.
What's the point of making them stronger?
If they're all going to die anyway.
Unless...
But what if death isn't the end?
You're thinking what I'm thinking.
Maybe it's just another stage in the game.
Maybe they're being modified.
Groomed for something.
Some unknown purpose.
So we have these recurring characters who might be retaining memories.
Yes.
A game that's changing.
Constantly evolving.
And characters who are becoming more powerful.
Both physically and mentally.
The author is raising the stakes.
Pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
But we still don't know why.
Right. The big question remains.
What is the purpose of this game?
Who's behind it all?
And what do they want?
It's like we're caught in this web of mystery.
And every time we think we're getting close to the center,
the web expands.
Revealing more layers.
More secrets.
Or questions.
And just when we think we have a handle on things,
the extreme path shows up.
Exactly. These guys are bad news.
They're operating on a whole other level.
Like they understand the true nature of the game.
Or maybe they're working with the creators.
Ooh, that's a scary thought.
It is.
Their motives are all twisted.
Like some kind of survival of the fittest?
Only the strongest and most ruthless deserve to live.
It's a terrifying philosophy.
And they're incredibly dangerous.
They're skilled.
They're organized.
They're determined.
So now our characters aren't just fighting the game.
They're fighting each other.
It's a battle for survival on multiple fronts.
Talk about pressure.
But even in all this chaos...
there's hope.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Kishia starts forming alliances.
With other characters.
People he's learned to trust.
Even in this world of betrayal.
That's such an important point.
It is.
It highlights one of the core themes of this novel.
Human connection.
Even in the darkest of places.
These characters need each other.
They support each other.
They give each other courage.
They remind each other of their shared humanity.
It's like they're finding strength in their vulnerability,
Exactly.
their shared struggle against this impossible situation.
Those bonds of trust and empathy,
They're what keep them going.
they give them the strength to fight,
Survive.
to keep searching for answers.
This is a powerful reminder.
That even when faced with unimaginable horror,
We can find solace in our connection to others.
you said.
So we have a conspiracy,
Mm-hmm.
a dangerous new faction,
Yes.
and a protagonist who's starting to realize
Right.
that the only way to escape this nightmare
Is to confront the forces behind it.
but how.
Where does he even begin?
Well, there's one element we haven't talked about yet.
What's that?
Those numbers.
The cryptic numbers Chia keeps seeing.
Right, they're starting to feel more and more significant.
Like they hold the key to unlocking the mystery.
Could they be coordinates? Dates, clues to the identity of the game's creators?
It's like a trail of breadcrumbs.
Leading us deeper into the heart of this conspiracy.
The tension is building.
It feels like we're on the verge of some major revelations,
So buckle up.
because this ride is far from over.
All right, so we've got these cryptic numbers that keep popping up everywhere, right?
Yeah, they're driving me crazy. What do they mean?
Well, buckle up, because it's about to get even weirder.
Oh, great. Just what I wanted, more weirdness?
It turns out they're not just some random code.
Okay, so what are they then?
They're page numbers.
Page numbers, what kind of page number?
Page numbers from a book.
A book? Wait, are you serious?
I'm totally serious.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued.
The author really threw us a curveball with this one.
So what kind of book are we talking about here?
It's a book about the game,
That game.
10 Days of Doom. The whole thing.
So there's a book inside the game
Exactly.
about the game itself.
It's like the author is giving us a glimpse behind the curtain.
Whoa, meta.
I know, right?
So what's in this book?
Well, it's not exactly a rule book.
Okay.
It's more like a chronicle.
A chronicle.
Yeah, a record of past games.
Past games. So there have been others.
Seems like it.
This just keeps getting deeper and deeper.
It does.
So this chronicle, it talks about like strategies and stuff.
Yes, strategies used by previous players.
Interesting.
It even has profiles of some of the key figures.
Oh, wow.
It's as if someone's been keeping track of everything.
Everything that happens in this messed up reality.
That's right.
So does Kia figure out who wrote this book?
That's the mystery the author leaves us hanging on that one.
Oh, I hate when they do that.
But here's where it gets really juicy.
Okay, tell me.
The book also contains a contract.
A contract? What kind of contract?
It's a contract signed by the Pigman,
That creepy guy in the mask?
the one and only.
Okay, and who else signed this contract?
Another mysterious entity called the Heavenly Dragon.
Hold on, so the pig man isn't the one in charge?
Doesn't seem like it.
There's someone else pulling the strings?
It appears so.
This heavenly dragon? They're the real mastermind.
That's what the contract suggests.
Wow, this is a lot to process.
I know, right?
But this contract, it hints at a motive.
Yes, it mentions a selection process.
A selection process. What does that even mean?
It seems they're looking for individuals with exceptional abilities.
People who can beat the odds?
Survive the impossible.
But why?
What's the purpose?
That's what I want to know.
Right.
Why put these people through this hell?
The author doesn't give us a straight answer,
Of course not.
but there are hints.
Okay, I'm listening.
The contract suggests there's some grand design at play.
A grand design.
Yeah, like some cosmic power struggle or something.
Are you serious?
That's the vibe I'm getting.
So these chosen individuals,
They're being tested,
their resilience,
their ingenuity,
pushed to the limit?
to see what they're truly capable of.
Okay, so we've gone from a locked room mystery
Uh-huh.
to a time-bending escape room
Yeah.
to now potentially a cosmic battle for survival.
This novel is full of surprises.
And somehow the author manages to tie it all together.
It's pretty impressive.
So many layers, so much to think about.
It really makes you question everything.
Reality, truth, the choices we make.
The nature of humanity.
It makes you wonder,
What?
if you were thrown into this game,
Could you survive?
would you even want to?
Heavy questions.
That's what makes 10 Days of Doom so captivating.
It's not just a story, it's an experience.
It forces you to confront your own beliefs,
Your own fears.
your own limits.
And it reminds us that even in the darkest of places,
There's still room for hope
connection.
and the resilience of the human spirit. Well, that about wraps up our deep dive into 10 Days of Doom,
It's a wild ride for sure.
full of twists, turns, and mind-bending concepts.
But we've only scratched the surface.
There's so much more to explore.
So many questions left unanswered.
To our listeners, we encourage you to keep reading
Keep questioning.
and keep those page numbers handy.
You never know what secrets they might reveal.
Until next time, happy reading.
And stay curious.